What is going on today, guys? Today is just a quick comparison guide. Recently I did Toxic Blowpipe versus Armadillo crossbow comparison. Is it worth spending the money? And I figured, why not start doing bosses versus their regular monster form? Now, if you're like me, you're a mid-level combat, you have a decent Slayer level, and you've got a Gargoyle task. Now, I'm always curious about doing that boss task. I'm always eager, and I want to get those drops, and I want to get those pets. So I went out and I killed about 100 grotesque guardians, and just to kind of see what they were like, what kind of drops I would get. Was it worth it? Now, 100 might not be enough to make this comparison, but for me, it took a lot of time, and I was pretty burned out. 100 of these took about 6 or 7 hours, maybe even more. Because I'm mid-level, mid 80s combat stats, mid 80s range, far from being max, but got an okay setup. Now I was super eager, went out. I spent probably about, I would say, 3 mil on pots. Now I went Sarah Brews and Super Restores for this, as I found that was the best way to maximize my kills per hour and per run. Um, we ended up with about 6 mil total of loot. I did get a granite hammer drop, which saved my ass. That's about a mil, one in I think it's 700 drop, and so we ended up with about 6.5 mil. Now after the supplies and everything, we only ended up profiting about 3 mil in 6 or 7 hours, maybe about 8 hours. I would guess. Um, Not the best, guys. Not the worst. 3 mil, but my question is, what I'm curious about, what if I had just gone and done the regular task of gargoyles? I've got extended gargoyles on, so I usually get assigned 200, 250 at a time. Um, so yeah, keep in mind, about 3.5 mil for the Grotesque Guardians. Died a few times, used a lot of resources, took a lot of time. And then we went and we killed just regular gargoyles. Didn't use anything special, just Guthans and a whip. And as you can see there, we've got quite a bit there. Um, to go from getting our butts kicked at Grotesque Guardians, we did make a few mil, but it took a while. I mean, honestly, it probably took me about an hour to finish this gargoyle task. Walked away with 2 granite mauls and you know, an easy 900k, not including brimstone keys. So an hour to make a mil, or 6 hours to make 2 mil more. If I kept killing gargoyles, I would have made more money. You know, uh, in 6 hours, I could do on average 4 or 5 more tasks and probably make more money. So honestly, guys, if you're a mid-level guy and you're wondering what do I do, I would just stick with your normal task for now until you've gotten some better stats and some better gear, and you can really, really take care of those grotesque guardians. Uh, that is it for me today, guys. If you want to see more, like, subscribe, and comment. I will leave uh, there will be a little thing popping up to subscribe. And coming up soon will be the Abyssal Sire versus the Demon. Is it worth it? Thanks, guys. Have a good day.